I did. God for us. The immortals, when you take account of us, we are like green breath. Our days are like a fleeting shadow. So teach us the number of our days, so that we may attain a heart of wisdom. The Lord breathes the life of his servant, and those who trust in him should not ever fail to forsake. So we tell the Lord, let it to make it mini about the Lord. Okay, it's what to be, we got to be. After the sorry, Ishkal Lavetta. I've set the Lord before me at all times. He's at my right hand, I shall not fail. Therefore my heart rejoices, my whole being exalts, my body rests secure. I wanted to say just a few words what I mentioned yesterday about the life of Moshe ben Ezra. Moshe Mizrahi. I mentioned yesterday that two ships were sailing near the shore. One headed towards the open sea. The person goes out to a voyage. You never know what kind of stormy conditions the ship is going to encounter. And time to cheer should really be when the ship returns, because that means it was a successful voyage. And when you think about this in a way, this is kind of paradox of death. While we mourn, there is cheering in the world of eternity. In fact, one way to think about death is to consider it a homecoming of sorts. It's a time when we acquaint ourselves with our relatives, loved ones. And the basis of this, of course, comes to be Torah, which tells us that Abraham was gathered among his people, which is a euphemism for saying that he was well received by his family. Moshe was born in Brooklyn, 1913. Brooklyn, as you may know, was a Jewish metropolis, a magnet for Jews from all over the world. And he was the oldest to Flori and Ezra, who were his parents. They have a history in the Holy Land going back over 150 years. His siblings include Isaac, who's here with us today, Shmuley, Elisa, and Enoch. And he moved to Israel, spent many years living in Israel, and he could say he was one of the founding fathers of Israel, as was his family. And he was in Israel around the time of the War of Independence, and this was a very, very memorable time when the whole world thought that the Jews were about to disappear. All of a sudden, Israel arises like a phoenix in the ashes. And Moshe really was a world traveler. And so when I used the analogy in the beginning about the person who travels on the ship, this really is a very good description for the adventures that Moshe went on. He fought in the Korean War, and he was in Cyprus. He went to New York, where he went into import business with black folks. And he lived in many different parts of the country, traveled to Panama, and was proud of his children, David, Ezra, Michelle, and Michael. And he was a person whose family meant everything. He was a big man. And so when you're a little child like David, Ezra, or like Michael, and you have a big father looking after you when you're little, remember that. And that was the kind of person he was. He really was gregarious. He was content with whatever he had. He didn't need a lot to be happy. And he fulfills what the rabbis tell us is Asher, who is the wealthy person, Hasameh b'choko, the person who rejoices with whatever he has. You see, as a wise Jewish philosopher once said, it's not the man who is much who has much, it is the man, it's not the man who has much who is much, it is the man who is much who has much. Interesting play of words. And he had a quick wit, And he loved playing backgammon with Yitzchak, his brother, and there was mentioned especially Michelle, who took care of Moshe for the last year and a half or so of his life. You know, caring for parents is very, very difficult. We did so for our family. My father lived to be 70, and we had a relationship with the parents. We were caring for them. You really teach your children family values they'll remember, hopefully, as long as they live. And it's the time to really get to know a parent, a loved one, that someone who's bestowed love to you all your life. All right, I want to say the Yom Malei Rachamim prayer, which is the memorial prayer. Yom Malei Rachamim, Shochein Baromim, Hashem Elachon Lachon Kavi Yeshkun L'Mal Kedushim Tarikim, Yizarikim Vasilim, and Moshe ben Ezra, Shalach Olam Tzedakah b'yad askar di'ish b'kol Ana b'harachim v'tasireh v'tzedek v'nafek v'lamim v'sor v'sor ha'chaim v'nishmato Adonai v'nachato v'yinocha b'shkavu shalom Amen. Grace of God who dwells on high and within our hearts. Grant perfect peace to the soul of our dearly beloved Moshe, the son of Ezra, has gone through the world we have rest eternity. Shelter him in your divine presence with the holy of your heart. His brightness is brighter than the sun we see before us this day. May his memory inspire us to live justly and kindly. May his soul be in perpetual peace. May be bound up in the bond and become alive. We'll say, Amen. Just as there are hands that greet us when we're born into this world, so too there are hands that greet us when we're born into the world of eternity. One way to think about death is to consider it like the night that exists between daylight and the day of eternity. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He revives my spirit. He guides me along paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod, your staff comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my foes. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and kindness shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord. We're going to say the Kaddish prayer. Yit Gadal v'Yit Kadash Shemei Rabot. V'Yamad L'Barat Yiratei v'Yalif Machotei. V'Chayecha v'Mecha. Chayecha v'Chol Meis Yisrael.
Today is Wednesday, November 25th. We are at the Miramar National Cemetery in Miramar. We have just concluded Mo's military services in addition to yesterday's services at the community mortuary in Chula Vista. Today at 4 o'clock, the headstone will be lowered.